that one. We can drop these down as well. All the water. We're going to collect it all. Isn't the biggest of tanks, but it'll do. Bit of janky water physics going on here, but that's fine. It's the surface water draining off. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, buddy. Come to here. Come on. Over this way. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, this stupid fish. Come on! That's so much CO2, yeah. It's a big old pocket of it in there. Big old pocket. Very dark. 4 kilos of it here because it's been compressed and moved by the water. This is basically making like a gas waterfall. If you look, all our gas is being pulled from here and it's being pushed up here. You can see the direction of the flow. So this is making like a waterfall technically. A bit of a bodged natural one. And it's pushing our carbon dioxide up here. So we now get, what, 6 kilos, 6.5. Yeah. Out of curiosity, what happens if CO2 in liquid form? What happens if CO2 in liquid form while in pipes reaching its vapor point? It breaks the pipes. Same with any liquid that changes state within a pipe will break the pipe. Or any gas that changes state. Anything that changes state within a pipe breaks the pipe. Still not found anything interesting up here, really. Obviously, we've got the ice biome, but nothing really interesting. There's a lot of digging right now. CO2 doesn't really do liquid. Yeah, it does. It's just got a very, very small window. Very small window. Right, who's mastered what? For starters, Catalina. Catalina's a little workhorse. She fucking loves it. Cool. Right, so genuinely, once all this water's drained away, we can dig out this crap and build another power grid over here. And I'll feel a bit better then. This, I might just connect this up now. Coal. Why are you getting coal from down here, you crazy bastard? Yeah, I might just connect this up now. What's this at the minute? 1560. 745. That fixes that. We'll stop making plastic for a bit. I've got no use for it at the moment, so we'll just leave that. We'll connect this up. Just for a while. Just to see what happens. And we can get all this gold and stuff back anyway, so it's not a big deal. Kind of don't want that wire there. I'd rather have it lower down. Yeah, whatever. This will do for now. Connect that up. I've not decided whether I want this to be a solid platform here yet. Maybe I do. Build it with some mesh tiles for now. So I would normally have a ladder like here, and then a fireman's pole down here. Fireman's pole is probably going to be on this side. Yeah, fuck it, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I just want to see what happens when we put some more sand in here, because there was a thing a while back where deodorizers could really overpressurize a room, especially deodorizers paired with wheezeworts, because the wheezeworts pull the gas away from the deodorizers and separate it, sort of thing. So I reckon we can get a lot of oxygen out of this, really. And it's going to be very cold oxygen. That's the only problem. Like minus 37 oxygen. So we'll see. So much water, you have any big plans for it? Sometimes they go out dumping heat into it and venting it to space just to get rid of it all. We're Chunga at the minute, that's exactly what we're doing. We're just dumping heat into the water. We were using this water through a radiator in here to cool this steam vent off. It's quite a big boy steam vent, but it's going to become active again in 2 cycles. So that's all we've been using this water for, which is why we've got all these tropical pacus. The water got up to like 50 odd degrees. Don't really know what we'll do for endgame, but for now we'll just stockpile it, and it's getting it out of my way more than anything. Like freeing off these things of liquid is very handy. They can't get up here at the minute though, that's the only problem. They can't get here. Right, you can do it. You can do it. Do a few tiles. Just a few. Come on. It's gonna be a while. I could always close this off. And I could start digging this stuff out now. That might work. Can you leak it out with a metal tile? What's that? Sorry, hamster. Leak it out with a metal tile. Metal tile. What are we talking about? Heat. Oh, the temperature from here, you mean? Yeah, we could do. I was thinking we'll just pass it through some piping. If we put it through a bit of radiant piping around here where it's like crazy warm, maybe it'll balance the temperature out a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I've murdered some minus 30 degrees C oxygen right now. Really? Regolith is so stupidly hot. Yeah, Regolith is sexy as fuck. Regolith is hot. I don't know why it is so hot. Maybe it's because it comes from an explosion in space. I don't know. Okay. I've done that thing where I've got stuff miles away from the base that I'm expecting dupes to do right now. It's just not going to work like that. It's just not going to work like that. But goddamn, I wish it did. I'm not going to bother with this stuff up here because I don't think this will be in our way. If anything, we'll probably use some of this to dick about with space, maybe. Oh, they've started from the top. Okay. It's quicker for them to get to the top. Fine. Fine. Whatever makes it work. Just dig it out. Come on. I need to dig a bit more space here. So there's not going to be lots of water here, it's just being janky because of surface water. I'm going to have to turn that fan on. It is roasting in here. Yabby. Hey, sorry about that, guys. I just went to the front room and the lady is giving it Zeds, as we call it. Right. Yes, we have a lot of CO2 in here, you're right. Many CO2s. Many CO2s. But that's fine. We'll drop it all down at some point. We have more oxygen outside the base than we do inside the base, which is always worrying. But we're okay. We're alright. Now, I'm tempted to put a filter on this, because I really don't want any stink going in here right now. I can't really be asked doing a mechanical filter right this second, so I think what I'll do is just put a basic bitch filter on. Shitting balls, dicks. I'm hoping that auction gets deleted. So if it doesn't, I'll be sad. I thought I'd just catch that in time, but clearly not. That should do fine. This is weird now, how liquid can like go around tiles. Like I've mopped this off I don't know how many times, but the liquid here is managing to go around this corner and fill this up. It's a little bit weird. Okay. So this bastard should be erupting again soon. So we start collecting a bit more water. We've not actually got loads of water, but I mean, this is actually quite a big tank. There's probably as much water in here as there is in this tank. Like if each one of these tiles is 8 or 9k, there's probably about as much water in there as there is on half this tank. So we've got a reasonable amount of water for using in the base. I've not decided how I want to cool stuff for the for an electrolyzer setup yet. We're going to use AETNs, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. Because we've got two of them that are relatively close to the base that we can easily use. This is a nightmare down here. This is a nightmare. We're going to have to filter all this crap out. We've got oil and water and all sorts of crap all mixed. It's all warming up. Has cooled off this oil though, which is kind of nice. It's not bad at all. You think they'll ever fix the airflow tile thingy? Airflow tile thingy. The overpressurized. The fact that they don't have to take pressure damage, you mean? Possibly. Possibly. If they do fix it, they'll have to also fix doors at the same time. I mean, there's nothing really in this game that should be immune to pressure damage. It's kind of a silly thought, really, isn't it? Like, I don't know. There's nothing that should be immune to pressure damage. It sort of ends there. So it's a bit of a weird one. But if they fix airflow tiles, they'll need to fix all the other things at the same time. Which, maybe they will. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, we're getting there. Quite like to get this stuff gone as well, but I think it might be quicker to do a ladder from here rather than dig through here. So I think we'll do that. We'll just do a ladder up here. And drop all this stuff down as well. That'll be nice. How's the sea treating you, Grow? Belazanio, good evening, bud. How are you, mate? It's all right. It's not been the most the best seed I've played, but it's been all right, I suppose. We've not had masses of resources, but we've got a reasonable world, I think. Geysers haven't been the best so far, but I've not found all of them yet, so don't really know. We will see. We will see. But yeah, how are you, bud? How's it going? Let's get this dropped down as well. In the interest of just getting this all tidied out, I'll drop this down too. That should be nice. Cool. I thought this ice would have melted by now. There's 14 tons of ice in here. It is warming up. It's at minus 24 now. That's going to be quite a bit of water as well. Come on. So much water. So much water. Just realised I don't think I've ever seen Life build a steam turbine. By the time a base is far enough along to support a steam turbine, it's usually the end of the build. We have done a couple of steam turbine builds on stream. They've just not really been very good. We have done a couple. We did one where we had a steam turbine in an oil boiler. We did one with a steam turbine. When it first came out, we did a steam turbine build. It was a nightmare, and it only run intermittently, so it wasn't really working. Down at Magma, it kind of all overheated in the end, I think. I don't really give a shit about steam turbines, to be honest, at the minute, because they're still just very buggy. When they fix them a bit more, and they're working properly, I think I will tinker... Ooh. When they fix them, and they're working as intended, I'll be more inclined to tinker with them, I think. But for now, they're just a little bit broken. But we have done it once or twice. Just really, they're not very good. Probably the fairest way of putting it. Life, you cooling your plastic? My plastic is just sat on... It's probably being cooled passively by the water that it's sat in. So plastic's at, well, it's 52 degrees at the minute because this hasn't been running for a bit. But yeah, it's just been sat in a little bit of water. So I've turned this off for now. I don't want them making any more plastic for now. Got too much priority 9 stuff, so nothing's getting done, which is always what happens when it gets this time of night. Because I'm impatient. Because I'm impatient. I'm an idiot. Look at this water. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh Christ. It's coming from everywhere. Oh Christ. Okay, this is a lot of water now. It's very trickly. Turbines just aren't really worth the effort. It's been there, done their thing for a while now. Yeah, I think that's basically it with Chunga. Until they do more with it, like until they fix them, I'm not really asked. But yeah, you know, it would be a lovely part of the game if they'd have done it right. But it was sort of a bit half-assed from the beginning. So, wow. If they ever fully implement them properly, then definitely we'll play with them some more, because it's a great way of using up some heat, and it's a great way of getting power, and you know, it's a nice thing, and it's a real world thing. You know, steam turbines exist. Christ, I think every country makes use of steam turbines. So, but yeah, I have plastic in a pool of water at 20 degrees. It's saying at 58 degrees for 4 cycles now. Did I miss some change though? Yeah. I think it's possibly mixed with what Wachunga's just said. Plastic's conductivity isn't what it used to be. And also things in compactors don't interact very well. You need, if you're going to try and have something cooled in a compactor, you need both gas and liquid in the presence of the compactor. Put a temp shift plate behind it and it'll work like a charm. So a little bit of surface water and then some gas and temp shift plates. Otherwise it takes a long time. Long ass time. I'm from Denmark. We love putting up disgusting windmills. Nothing wrong with windmills, mate. The cleanest form of energy. And you can mill your bread. Delicious. Right, I'm letting them finish these last few priority 9 digs, because I don't really want them doing anything priority 9. I've got some other things down at the bottom of the base that I want them to be doing as well. So we'll just leave it for now. By the looks of it, that oxygen did get... Oh no, it didn't get killed off. Son of a bitch. I was hoping the oxygen would have been killed, but it's in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So we've got 466 grams of oxygen made its way in here, which is a little bit annoying. Probably means we're going to get some wrong element damage at some point. Meh. Meh. Kind of blows, but oh well. Oh well. Did I just do these jobs, or these new ones? Yeah, I think I've already done them, haven't I? Okay, my dupes are starting to get very stressed and a little bit germ-ridden as well. So I kind of want them to be leaving this place soon. It's not very nice up here for them. And it's going to be very, very slime-lungy. Ooh. Ooh. Not the best. It's not in a compactor, it's in water. Then you've got even less interacting with the elements than Leppy. No doubt, and I love them to that extent, but putting up 50 in one area is meh. Try dropping it minus 100 liquid chlorine, maybe that helps. I don't think there's any such thing as minus 100 liquid chlorine, is there? It'll solidify before then, or is it minus 134? Is it minus 134 for chlorine? That's a silly amount, I think. Look at all the carbon dioxide that's gone from here now, and it'll all be up here. Isn't that crazy? Because of this janky physics. There's some trapped over here as well. But look how little amount there is on this side. Liquid waterfall. It's like a water conveyor, really, I suppose, isn't it? Interesting. That's going to pop some eardrums, damn right it is. Or is it minus 101? Nice. It's like an unintended Venturi pump. Oh jeez. Oh god. There you go. Goddamn mess up here. But we did find another geyser by the looks of it. This looks like it'll be our other cool steam vent. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. It's a shame it's quite so far from the base, but I think what we'll probably do, clean out a lot of this crap first, and we'll put a ladder straight through here. To like this level here or something. The ladder can go all the way through. So I'm not going to worry about the other steam vent for now. This one should be active now again, I think. So we should start getting some water coming in off this. So yeah, slap a pump down and keep it going. 15 Nisbet. Jeez. Beautiful. So. Get rid of that shit. Let's get rid of these. Got hardly any algae. We've got hardly any eggshell as well. Jesus, we've got fuck all. Not really farm many critters, so next to no eggshell. More surface up here. We've got algae that's melting on the surface. Which kind of sucks. This has all started melting. This here is going to be a nightmare. This is going to be a wet one. I do have a tank here, but getting that water all the way down here is going to be a problem. I might need to strip this biome out. I kind of wanted to leave this because there's so many sleepweed in such a small space. But this is a problem. this is a problem. This is an issue. Christ. Alright. So by the looks of it, we've mopped a lot of this stuff up now. We're going to need some air deodorizers up here. So I'll slap some of them down. But at least what this means now is we can dig out all this crap in theory. We've got a bit more water to fall down here. Don't think that'll make it up to there. So let's put down a few deodorizers. Just scour a few around, doesn't really matter. I've got a couple up there already. That's fine. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Fine. So I'm going to dig some of this out, by the way, to get some algae. We can get to this little pile now as well, which would be nice. I'm probably going to do a quick relog in a minute, because all this liquid physics and stuff has made my game feel a little bit laggy. I've got pools of water everywhere, which we kind of need to deal with. Because all these little tiny bits of liquid are all doing their own little temperature changes and calculations, and it certainly does make you a little bit laggy. So we'll dig all that out as well. Get all this dug out. Yeah, I've got neutronium up here, that's good. Fuck, I did it again, life. I didn't look where my water is. My water is sneaking. Found its way to the oil biome again. Now I have steam all over oil. Oh shit, Leffy. Why is it every time you do that? Why is it every time? Every time. Okay. Did we build this wire down here yet? No. Why did we not build this wire yet? What priority did I do this on? Priority 8. That's to be expected. This needs to be priority 9. It's the last priority 9 thing I'm doing, I promise. For now. You delayed that part by blocking the exposed area with isolated tiles. What do you mean, sorry, hamster? Didn't pay attention, a couple of ice tiles melted and spilled into oil. Oh shit. Ah shit. Oh, insulated tiles. Sorry. I'm not really that bothered. If it breaks through, it melts my ice biome, which gives me water. So it's better than digging the ice, to be fair. Right. Let's mop some of these upper parts as best we can. And then we'll... This ice biome is just going to be a problem. Liam? Liam, really? Why? Have you been bugged out by this water? Is that what's happened? Is it here? Is that what's done it? It seems fine. Don't know why he slept here. Narcoleptic. That would explain it. I don't think you understand the repercussions. It won't melt the ice biome, it'll create steam and leak out all that water. That's okay, hamster. It's still water. It'll be fine. It's a future problem, don't worry. Future problem as in about 10 cycles. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, so we've mopped all that water. Now what it means is we've got shitloads of water bottles everywhere. And what it probably also means is we're in the midst of flooding this, which is not ideal. This probably needs to be made bigger now. Or removed entirely. We can't probably remove it entirely yet. It's not got cold enough. Although it has killed off a lot of the slime lung. A lot of the old stuff anyway. This guy's going to keep trying to drink water, but I don't think it's cold enough. How'd you get away without exosuits, mate? My dupes barely get out of the base and get back right away. It's not the fastest without exosuits. I'm just being lazy, to be honest. But no, they run around and do their thing, and it depends how much oxygen you've got in the area, I suppose. Like when they're running through here, they're running out of oxygen, but then they come to another oxygen-rich area and replenish. So by the time they get to their job, hopefully they've still got some oxygen in their lungs and they can actually do some work. If they run out of oxygen before they even get there, then it's not the best. I'm surprised the immune system's not taking more of a hit, to be honest, because there's a lot of stink around here. A lot of stink. I'm very surprised. But that's fine. Right, is this done now? Yes, it is. So we're now putting some sand in there. We'll put clay in here. In fact, do we want to load the clay? Do I really want clay for anything? Can do, I suppose. Okay, we have many oxygens in here. And a little bit of polluted stink as well. So you know what? You know what we're going to do? I want to use this for something. I've got to be careful that I don't cool off my base, because obviously I've got stuff in here that's already getting cold with like sleep wheat and stuff. I think these can go down to like 5 degrees, can't they? Yeah, 5 to 35. This is fine. What I can't do is pump that cold air right into my base. I can't do that. It will kill things. Things will be killed. Like, this is warm over here. Does seem like this update slowed you down, but the space update stresses players to try and stop the breaches. Kind of annoys me that the two updates work against each other. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, hamster. The last 3 updates, last 4 updates technically don't really make sense. But meh, we've been over this. What clay intend to do, nobody knows. What is it for us to argue, honestly? It's not for us to argue, is it? I'm just going to break into this. Because I can fix this now. At the moment, this is busted. Should we just break this and see what happens? Quite a lot of cold air. Ooh. Don't you go inside there, you son of a bitch. Oh, that's pretty. That's real pretty. Look at it go. Look at it down here as well. Fighting with the natural gas. Real pretty. Get out! Jerkhole. Get out. Son of a bitch. Get that out of here. Right, so how am I going to fix this? What I want really is for a germ sensor as well. A germ sensor mixed with an atmos sensor, I think. A element sensor. Oof. I think that's what I want to do. So let's just... This is going to erupt in a minute, you see, so I'm conscious that I want to get out of here pretty quickly. Let's break this here as well. We'll do a little cheeky sweep. And I want to change this automation a little bit. So we'll get rid of you. And we'll run automation, I don't know, like that or something. And then we'll have and germ sensor, which we can now build. We'll have him there. And we'll have an AND gate. Like this. And then we'll have you. Like so. And we'll do that. Yeah? No? Maybe? Murder. Azimus, how's it going, bud? I've seen you for a little while, mate. How are you? Do you have the pipe germ sensor yet? You could run the oxygen in a pipe loop until the germs die and then pull the oxygen out of the loop. Yeah, I did think about that. And then I thought, you know what? I want to just nuke all the germs here. I want it to be a band of germ-free stuff. Doesn't matter if a few get through. That's not too much of a problem. Whew! Chilly. Chilly cold. Very chilly cold. Close this. Very chilly cold times. Close you. Close, close, close. So cold. So what I want this to be is oxygen. And I want you to be active if below 10 germs. For argument's sake. And that should open this up. And if any germs come through, it'll close. Or if there's not hydrogen there, oxygen there. It might pick up a little bit of polluted oxygen, but that's fine. And honestly, I could put a filter here and run the any polluted oxygen that gets back into the system. That's probably the smart thing to do. Might do that right now. Might do that right now. So we'll put a little gas filter on. Again, I can't be arsed with mechanical filters in this playthrough, guys. So for those of you that are like going to shout at me for not using mechanical filters, I'm sorry. I don't care. So you can go down like that, and then you can go to there, and we'll just bridge into there. So that can get rid of polluted oxygen back into the system. Because this really does fucking heat up the room. This really heats up the room. So maybe I should have had a temperature sensor on there as well. Maybe. Do I care about this clay? Not really. It's going to be very cold. It's fine. I just lurk, but it's so warm IRL. Just look at all that blue is nice. Yeah. Ah, very good. Very good. So I think this sort of makes sense. It's still going to be very, very cold oxygen for now. So currently 0 germs in there. When this detects oxygen for long enough, it'll pump in. You get a little bit of oxygen comes through. Maybe this should be like 3 seconds. Maybe. Perkins, good evening. How's it going? 1.5. How do you do that, bearded wizard? Mushrooms. Fried mushrooms. Many fried mushrooms. Delicious. We do like some mushrooms around here. That reminds me, how much slime do I have left? Where is slime? Organic. We've got 120 tons of slime. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Many slimes. Okay. Polluted oxygen. Go. And we'll need a few more ladders down here. Tick your nose. Quick little sneeze. Excuse me. I am sorry. 'Twas a little sneeze. Just a baby. Just a little baby sneeze. Nails. Incredible. Thank you. Adizo, good evening, bud. It was a baby sneeze. So when are you going to start emitting? Oh, right. He's ready to emit now, but he's over pressure. That's fine. That's fine. Wow. That clay is really cooling things off as well. Look how nice and cool it is over here now. Holy balls. What am I going to do with all this coolness? See, what I don't know is whether it's going to stay like this forever. Because once this starts emitting at 500 degrees, I may want that cold air. Do you know what I mean? You know, we have a saying, it translates, when a donkey is sneezing, rain is coming. Is it raining at your place? No. And I'm not a donkey. How dare you? How very dare you? Not a donkey. I think for now what I might do with this, just for ease,